meeting is the first opportunity for the project manager to meet the team formally. By the way, before we even start with this, who takes the lead on this meeting? So we are talking about the traditional kickoff meeting, the predictive project kickoff meeting. The lead is project manager. Lead or owner of this meeting is project manager. He should be the one organizing it, taking care of it, and fulfilling the agenda. So what's the agenda for kickoff meeting? Agenda is to, first of all, meet with all the different team members who by that time are known to be the team member in the project. Like I said, you may know certain roles in the project for which you are hiring or you are doing the acquiring part, but they are not still onboarded on the project, which is pretty much possible. In the practical setup, not everybody is there in the project team since the very beginning of the project. So whoever is present, whoever is known by that time, you should meet them in this formal meeting, and you should communicate that why this project is important. This is very important. Only meeting the team is not the purpose. You are actually onboarding them with respect to the project vision. This is why you are interested in conducting this meeting, because it's not only your vision now, it's everybody's vision now. It should be everybody's vision. So helping them understand why this project is important for your organization. In case you are doing that with a customer organization, then why it is important for the customer organization, or why it is important for the sponsor organization, and helping them understand their roles and responsibilities to make that work, and helping them creating a connect with each other as a team, because at the end of the day, they are the ones who are going to execute and deliver it. So it's kind of a networking session as well, where the team formally introduces with each other, and they get to know that who is going to work on what, and who is going to get what responsibilities and this and that. At a broader level, of course, because at that time you don't have any details. You also have only broader level. So helping them understand their roles and responsibilities, helping them understand who else is there in the project, who they would be working with. And all of this is eventually, needed for gaining their buy-in in the project. So do you understand buy-in terminology? It's very popular terminology in the organizations. Do you understand buy-in?
Agreement.
Yes. Buy-in is alignment or support or agreement, or bringing everybody on the same page. Like bringing everyone on the same page is also a very popular statement in the organization. So bringing everyone on the same page is buy-in. Okay. So later on, when you get started with the planning, or maybe even later when the project team is really needed in the execution, you should not be hearing this from anyone, from most of the member, to be more specific, that we were not onboarded on this, we were never known that why this project was taken, we are lost, we have no clue what is going on, we have no clue that what's the purpose of the project, what value addition we are doing. If this kind of conversation is happening in the team member, then there is a problem. Not with them, probably with you as a project manager, that you have not really onboarded them. So you must have heard of the team members onboarding and bringing them on the project. So what do you think is the onboarding? Onboarding is exactly the same thing, that why they are important on this project. If onboarding is not only telling them on this day you do this, by this time you should be delivering this. I mean, this is not onboarding, this is assignment. Onboarding is that why their role is important, how they are going to make a value contribution to this project's vision, and how their useful contribution and their work and their expertise and exposure, past experience in the industry is going to be helpful for the team and the organization and the project. I mean, like this kind of conversation is exactly onboarding and like helping them understand that what they should be knowing ahead of time so that they could perform their role better, which is exactly the same thing as knowing helping them knowing their roles and responsibilities in the project and who they are going to contribute to, what different skills that they should be learning or they should be knowing, which probably at the present time they are not aware of, and multiple others, other stuff. Of course, nothing confidential is discussed in this for your information. No confidential terms and conditions, maybe budgetary, maybe a high level budget you can declare if that's not a problem for the organization. But of course, not the details. And anything which is confidential or high level as per the agreement can't be discussed in this meeting because almost everyone is sitting in this meeting. By the way, one other thing, you can see over here. So this is usually a debate when this conversation happens in the class. To gain the commitment or buy-in of the team. So now we know what is a team. They are not writing that to gain the buy-in and commitment of the stakeholders. So what do you think? And those who have contributed in explaining what is a kickoff meeting, they somebody mentions team, somebody mentions stakeholders. So what do you think that kickoff meeting is for the team or for the stakeholders? I mean, who do you invite in the meeting? The team or the stakeholders? Like everyone who is a stakeholder.
I think it's for the stakeholders.
Yes.
All the stakeholders and team members need to be there.
And
along with the project manager.
Yes, project manager, of course, is the lead, so he definitely is needed. Okay, my take on this. Ideally, all the stakeholders should be there, right? There's no harm in inviting the stakeholders as well. However, this meeting, the kickoff meeting, is specifically between the project manager and the team members. Specifically, it's a commitment and onboarding of the team, the project team, not really the stakeholders, right? And because stakeholders can be very huge in certain projects, like there can be many customers, representatives, suppliers, contractors, regulatory, compliance, legal, multiple stakeholders can be there. Inviting all of them can be a chaos. Can be or cannot be, right? Can be helpful as well. They can bring some important viewpoints on the table, which can be helpful for that. So
Tooba, I have a question on this. Sorry, I'm interrupting. The thing is that in stakeholder wise, sometimes there are some customers that are only related to certain part of the project only. So bringing them and involving them with the entire vision may not be in line with what company desires or organization desires. So that may limit the choice of the team that will come in the kickoff meeting. So there are certain boundaries certain companies have.
Yes, so like I said, that a context may be associated with who you are inviting, but nevertheless, all the team members are invited. And some stakeholders may be invited, some stakeholders may be skipped, and some stakeholders and all of the stakeholders may also be invited. Right? Like I said, until and unless you don't think that inviting everyone in the project who is known to be a stakeholder is not going to be a mess or a chaos in the meeting, and it's manageable to take care of them as a group in the meeting, you can invite them. And otherwise, key stakeholders can be invited, and at least you can't miss on the team members. Team members are needed because this is a team meeting, right? Team meeting as a first team introduction, a formal team introduction with the project manager and with each other as well.